Welcome to Ghoulish Gab, always spooky, always under 7 minutes. Sometimes it's worth watching, and sometimes there's a cricket in my wall that won't shut the fuck up.
Yeah, so if we go slowly crazy over the next 5 videos, you know why.
Today we're going to talk about what it takes to get you to leave your house and go to the movie theater. You're not here with us, so you'll have to comment, but we'll talk about what it takes for us to get out to the theater. There's so much on streaming. There's so many ways to watch movies.
And it's not like years ago where you used to have to wait months before you could rent it from a video store. Now it's like a month, and all of a sudden you can stream it without even having to rent it.
Yeah. So you've got movies come out, they hit the theater, they're there for not that long, and then it's in your house. So what does it take to get you out of the house and to that theater?
Well, the first big thing for me is sound. How important is the soundtrack or even just the audio effects of the movie? Because we have a decent sized television, but we have a small little sound bar. It's okay. It works for what we need to do, which is watch Great British Baking Show. But but for horror, you lose a lot. So for sound is, I think, the biggest thing for me. A good example would be In a Violent Nature. I think if I had seen that first in theaters, it would have been highly beneficial for me.
Definitely. I think there's just certain things that I want to see bigger and louder. Like some of my favorite franchises, like when that last Evil Dead movie came out, there was no way I was not going out to see it opening night. Like I wasn't going to miss that on the big screen. So it either takes something that I'm familiar with and need to continue seeing, like a franchise I'm really into, or a trailer with some hype where I feel like I can't miss it or I don't want anyone to spoil it. Like when Weapons was coming out, I have to see this in the theater as soon as possible. I don't want it to be ruined. So that was like a big thing too, is something where I don't want it spoiled.
Oh, spoiler, because then that also motivates you not just to get to the theater, but get to the theater opening weekend. Like, exactly. I don't want to risk TikTok telling me something happened. But kind of along that scene is like certain things you need to see on screen. I think a lot of large-scale kill scenes are really important. Like, I made sure to go see Final Destination Bloodlines in theaters because I knew that was going to have some really epic, like, multiple things are happening style kill scenes, and that's hard to do on a smaller screen.
It's better on the big screen. Like with those last couple Godzilla movies, I go out and see those. Now they're corny, and nothing's gonna be spoiled for me in a freaking Godzilla King Kong movie. But I like to see those huge monsters on the screen. It's so much fun. So something like that is also, where I look at something and I say, hey, this is gonna have some great effects or characters that are just going to look so much larger than life than at home, and that will get me out too. I do like a lot of the promo popcorn buckets and drink cups that the theaters are doing. That's not really getting me out just for those because they're too damn expensive.
So expensive.
It's like $50, $60, $70, $80 for a popcorn bucket. And like when they redid or re-released Jaws recently for an anniversary, there was an awesome popcorn bucket and drink cup, but that was going to be like $100 or whatever. So if I'm trying to save money, or not spend money on crazy shit like that's not working for me. I wish they could come up with some cheaper promo ideas to do for some of these movies. I don't know what that would look like, but that would be one thing that might help.
Not to veer too far off because we've got limited time, but even if they did some promotional stuff like they used to do with like Coke, bottle caps, you win a free movie ticket, something like that. Yeah. I do think one element, kind of touching on that, because we both talked about movies we were excited to see in theaters, is the availability of group enjoying, like a group setting of enjoying a movie. Yeah. So if a big group of friends wants to go to a movie, then I will be more likely to pay for a ticket.
It's an event.
It's an event. Yep. I like going to theaters by myself, but there's something very enjoyable about knowing that you and all your friends are seeing this movie for the first time at the same time, and then maybe afterwards you hang around the lobby for 20 minutes talking about what was rad or what sucked or whatever. But it's something you share together. So
definitely, I agree with that as well too. Because sometimes, going to the movie, in certain situations, you're not just always buying one ticket. So again, if you're, it can be very expensive to freaking go out.
Oh yeah.
And if you're have to buy multiple tickets because of a significant other and or children situation, I mean, that may make things more selective for you as well too.
This is where it's advantageous to have a purse. I don't carry a purse typically, but for a movie theater, I will carry a purse so I can sneak snacks in to save some money.
Oh, I'm not above doing that either. I'll sneak in so many snacks.
The last reason I can really think of that will get me out of my off of my couch and into a movie theater seat is the return of a really beloved movie. So just recently, this is not horror related, but just recently they brought Hamilton to the theater, and it was their 10-year anniversary. That theater was packed. I can't remember the last time I was in a theater where it was absolutely packed to the gills. There's a nostalgia factor that going to see a movie that you've loved for a long time and getting to see it back on the big screen after years of watching it just at home on your TV is definitely a big appeal.
The Ultra Lounge or those big comfy seats where they have them, that's nice too. But that's also spoiled me because I won't go sit in a regular old theater seat anymore. Why? When they have the big
recliners. Yeah. Why would I
recliners.
want to sit in an uncomfortable theater seat when I could bring my blankie and just curl up and relax in front of a giant screen?
Yeah, I'm not going backwards. But tell us in the comments about what it takes to get you to leave your house to go to the theater and what you like or dislike about theater experiences. Bye.